Hello Aquarius, so I'm doing your weekly tarot from May the 16th to the 23rd. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out anything that's working for you at this time. And of course, we're seeing how it is likely going to play out, okay? So you have got wise leader. You are a beacon for others. So this one heavily indicates, Aquarius, that you have got a lot of people who are looking up to you at this point in time as a beacon of guidance, okay? Now, you could be in charge of a lot of people, or you could be influencing a lot of people at this time to make good decisions. Uncovered treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Okay, so this is the treasure within. So digging deep and finding your own treasure, finding your potential. Now, I actually feel, Aquarius, that you're helping others to find their potential, okay? Especially in today's world where everything's very much all about appearances and surface level stuff, right? You're not about that, and so you're encouraging others to find their own hidden treasure within. Right, so let's find out more about this. Can you tell us more about Aquarius with this inspiring energy, please? What is going on for Aquarius? It's something to do with the color orange. I mean, if anyone does like chakra stuff, that could be about the sacral chakra, which would be about pleasure, emotions, sexuality. Anything to do with pleasure, it could be blocked by guilt. Now, you could be encouraging others to come out of feeling guilty, like so they're no longer feeling guilty about things, because guilt can hold us back. It really can. The Six of Swords, yeah. Progression, moving forward, moving on as well. The Eight of Cups, okay. Eight of Cups, and sometimes it can be abandoning something. I'm not feeling it for this one though. Queen of Cups, Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. Kind of feels here, Aquarius, like someone is going back on a promise. I don't feel that that's you though. I feel that this is more to do with the situation that you're dealing with, okay? There's either a woman or a female energy that is going back on their agreement. They made an agreement with you and they're pulling out at the last minute with that Ace of Swords in the reverse, okay? That could also explain that Eight of Cups there as well. Okay, what's going on with this withdrawal from an agreement? What's going on? Hierophant again. Okay. In order to make new agreements. The Queen of Cups twice, the Hierophant twice. Right, so pulling out of one deal or one agreement says that they can make a new deal or a new agreement with someone else? Or is it with the same person? It might be the same person actually. What's this Queen of Cups? Knight of Swords reversed. Okay. That's fickle energy, a fickle person. What's that second Queen of Cups? A Page of Swords. Do you know, actually, Aquarius, I feel like it's the same person. So what's going on is this person keeps changing their mind. Like, they cannot settle on the decision that they've made, right? They keep changing their mind. And I feel like this week you're going to be holding them accountable to what it is that they have already promised. Very, very fickle energy. Was this Hierophant? That's off balance. The Four of Wands, off balance. There could be something to do with the home, or something that's going on within the home. What's going on with this energy with the Hierophant? Going back on something. The Chariot and the Nine of Wands. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Cancer here, or a Libra. It's someone who is constantly changing their mind. Okay. Keeping you in the state of confusion. So they're with you one way, and then they change up really, really quickly, and it's very confusing. I kind of feel like you've been walking on eggshells around this person, Aquarius. And what's changing this week is you're starting to hold them accountable. It's like we've got a discussion here where you're reminding them of their promises or their commitments, or something here that they are bound to. Okay, you're making sure that they remember what it is that they have committed to. What's this Four of Wands off balance? Because that's stability and structure, but with them being so fickle, it is creating a lot of instability, right? The Two of Wands. Aquarius, I kind of feel like whoever this is, they've got a touch of the grass being greener syndrome. Do you know what I mean? And it feels like it doesn't matter what you do or what you say, they're never going to be happy, and they're always like looking for something else, something more, possibly trying to fill this void that they're feeling within themselves, and just assuming that everyone else is gonna, you know, pick up the pieces and help them to fill in this emotional void that's going on with them. But they're never happy, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, no matter what they try, no matter what you do. Okay, and I kind of feel like you're having it out with them this week, but you're doing it in such a way, Aquarius, that is really forcing them to understand how they can do things better, because you're helping people to uncover their hidden treasure, right? You're being this beacon for others. So you're not being nasty to this person. You're giving it to them straight in a non-abrasive manner. You're encouraging them to stand by their word, to say what they mean and mean what they say. Do you know what I mean, Aquarius? It's like the way that you're handling this, you are actually teaching them with this Page of Swords the correct way of doing things, the correct way of treating people, the correct way of behaving. Because at the moment, their behavior, honestly, it's quite unreasonable. Right? Because they're saying something one minute and then straight away they're going off and doing something else entirely different. Like, they're contradicting themselves constantly. They are going back on their word constantly. They're very wishy-washy, right? They definitely have an issue with shiny syndrome. Okay, see something new, they get distracted. They get very distracted very, very quickly. And it's becoming very, very frustrating. Because I feel like, Aquarius, you have made plans with this person. And it's frustrating for you because they're going back on the plans. They're going back on the promise or the commitment here, and you don't know if you're coming or you're going, right? Because remember, you're walking on eggshells around this person, so you're definitely having it out with them, and that is the only true way forward here, right? There's something else with that Eight of Cups that I need to go deeper with that message. What's this Eight of Cups? What's this 8 of Cups for? Thank you. The 5 of Swords reversed. Yeah. You're not doing it to be mean. You're not doing it to be like aggressive or anything. 5 of Swords reversed is saying you can see no other way forward possible other than telling this person that you can't keep doing this. We made plans together, or you made plans, and then you can't confuse the situation. You got to stick with it, right? This isn't about competition. This isn't about who is right and who is wrong. This is about doing the right thing, right? 5 of Swords reversed is ego completely being removed out of the equation, right? So again, I can totally see now why you're in this energy here of wise leader and helping to uncover what is beneath the surface, right? This is problematic. This is someone's behavior being very, very problematic, and you're holding them accountable in the fairest, kindest, most honest way possible without egos having to be in the mix. Okay. Interesting. Right, yeah, let's take a look at some other messages for you here, Aquarius. So why is this happening? Distant thunder, time to clear the air, right? So this is happening because it's a fucking problem. It's causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of instability that we've already seen with the 4 of Wands off balance. This could be affecting your home, your living standard, your plans for the future, okay? Like, it affects everything. When someone is as fickle as that, it literally affects everything that you do and everything that you can do, right? And it's not fair on you, and it's not fair on everyone else involved. And I feel like this is happening because it's really starting to piss you off now. Right? It's massively starting to piss you off, as is your right to feel pissed off, okay? But also you're not taking action on your, like, while you're feeling angry. It's like you're feeling that anger, you're waiting for yourself to calm down, and then you're dealing with it, right? Which, honestly, Aquarius, not many people are actually able to do, okay? Because most people don't actually have that amount of self-control. But you've got self-control by the bucket load here with this Queen of Swords, right? I mean, Queen of Swords energy, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Queen of Swords belongs to everyone, right? Court cards can just be aspects of our own personalities in any given moment, right? You're being very direct, you're being very thoughtful, very articulate, you're choosing your words carefully, you're not fucking around. You're not fucking around at all. Your delivery is impeccable. Okay, that's Queen of Swords energy. That is taking the initiative and doing what you can about the problem, right? They don't suffer fools. And look, you've got the King of Swords out now as well. Okay, so the King and the Queen of Swords. So, yeah, again, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, right? I feel that you've got other people on your side here. Like, you have got people agreeing with you, advocates, allies, right? This is happening because logically, very logical and analytical energies, it's the smart thing to do. It's a smart thing to do, because if you ignore this thunder, which clearly is a metaphor for the emotions, negative emotions, about to reach a certain boiling point, You know, that point of like no return, that point of everything getting blown out of proportion then because everybody's pissed off. You're stopping that before it reaches that boiling point, because ignoring it is not an option. Ignoring that behavior is not an option. Ooh, fucking hell, the devil. That was in my hand the whole entire time. I didn't even know what card that was in my hand, but I was feeling the aggressiveness and the unhealthy vibes coming off of that. Yeah, like you don't need me to repeat everything that I just said, because I literally just said it all before I even saw the card, for why this is happening, because it needs to happen. It needs to get to this point for any real forward momentum to take place, for any real growth and change to happen. It has to reach this point. So whoever this is, Aquarius, they're not just pissing you off, they're pissing off other people as well. And I feel that you see it, and that's why you're taking that initiative, because you're like, okay, I need to nip this in the bud with this person, like right now, before it gets out of hand, before they cause more damage. Because clearly there are a lot of problems here, especially with that devil. Okay, let's dig a little deeper into that devil energy, actually. What's the context of that devil? Ace of Cups off balance, yeah. Carelessness, disrespectful. It could also be like emotional blackmail, emotional manipulation. Someone who, I don't know, maybe treats others like they somehow owe them something. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, I did this, that, and the next for you, so now you owe me, yada yada yada. I can do whatever the fuck I like, and yeah, it's not nice energy at all. It's kind of like using someone's emotions against them as a way to try and control them. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you know when you care for someone, and they know that you're heavily emotionally invested in them, and then they could end up using that like against you. It's manipulation, like however way you try and dice it up, it's manipulation. And the devil with the Ace of Cups off balance is straight up manipulation. That's like control, like straight up emotional control. Tread thoughtfully, narrow pathway for what's going on in your blind spot. Okay, so it is a delicate situation that requires delicate handling and a delicate balance in order to find a solution or a resolution for. Okay, slow and steady, keep your balance, one step at a time. Okay, tread thoughtfully. Can you tell us more for Aquarius's blind spot? Oh, the Seven of Wands reversed. Okay, so yeah, you're probably expecting this person to immediately jump on the defensive. Okay, it could be that they might have like a very defensive type personality. Okay, and the thing is as well, Aquarius, you're making it blatantly clear that you're not on the attack. You're not attacking them, right? You're trying to be as sensitive and as in control as you possibly can, because somebody needs to start taking control of the situation. And yeah, we've got taking control again here with the Two of Pentacles and the Emperor. Okay, so again, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. you're leaning heavy into your masculine energies this week so that you can tap into your mode of doing over and above the state of being, which would be the feminine. You're tapping into your state of doing in a very logical manner that does require a bit more assertiveness. Okay. So all of those things are typically associated with your own internal masculine energies. Okay. So not so much the gentle touch or the soft touch, maybe not even the intuitive touch, because all of that would be the feminine, the state of being. This is the state of doing, and it's in your blind spot. Okay, so if this person, fair enough, you are still treading carefully. You're not going in with a heavy hand, but you're not going in with too much of a soft hand either. You're going in with the right balance, right? So if this person tries to flip things around and turn it on you, you're going to have a very solid standing so that you can reaffirm what you're trying to get across to this person, okay, without breaking down or feeling like they are getting under your skin, okay, anything like that. And it is likely, Aquarius, that they will try and do the whole victim thing as well, I feel, with this, okay, making out like you've gone behind their back, like you betrayed them, like you this, you that, you yada, okay. And obviously with you being more in this sort of emperor energy, again, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you're going to be able to see it for exactly what it is, which is emotional manipulation. Okay. Right. So what is working for you this week? Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Okay. So a huge challenge that is being put in front of you that feels absolutely impossible. A lot of it to do with someone else's behavior, someone else's decision making, that has shitty consequences for everyone else. You take a charge of the situation. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place, Aquarius, and you know that, and yet you're taking it on anyway. Okay, it's kind of like it's saying, well, somebody's got to do it, right? Somebody's got to do it. But not everybody, and it's no offense to anyone else, but not everybody is necessarily mentally mature enough to take on the job. Okay? Because anyone who is mentally or emotionally weak, and they try and assert themselves with that person and try and, you know, do what it is that you're doing here, they would crumble. They would crumble at the first sign of pressure, at the first sign of a guilt trip. Like, they would crumble. Okay, so yeah, somebody has to do it. You've got Death and the Knight of Wands for overcoming obstacles, yeah. So I do feel like you are entirely changing up the dynamics of this situation or this connection, this relationship here, okay? Like, you're entirely changing it all up. And the thing with this Knight of Wands is it is coming through as being a bit of a free spirit, right? And remembering that this is what's working for you, Aquarius. So your rebellious nature, your courage, your energy, your drive, your passion, even your impulsivity to a certain extent is all working in your favor this week. Okay, it's all like you're proper being this agent of change. okay? And the energy that you bring with it, or the energy that you bring to the situation, is also acting as an agent of change. And that's all helping you to overcome these obstacles here. How is it likely going to play out? You've got protected by angels. You're cherished by the angels. So divine guidance, divine protection, divine wisdom also. The 10 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. Okay. So how it's going to play out? Yes, there is a lot of public acknowledgement here. Okay. I feel like you're standing up for the underdogs here in some capacity as well. Okay, it's that 5 of Pentacles for me. I'm not feeling that that 5 of Pentacles is any one person or any one situation. I feel like that is a metaphor there for those who are currently in the 5 of Pentacles. So those who feel like all hope is lost, those who are like struggling, who are feeling the pressure, right? Like you're advocating for all these people, you're standing up for all these people, you're showing these people that actually that there is still good out there, there is still hope out there. Okay, with the Lord of Victory being right next to that 5 of Pentacles, I feel like that is how you're being an inspiration to others at this time. Okay, you are full on leading by example. Okay, and I do see you gaining a lot of praise and accolades for what it is that you're doing, and of course emotional fulfillment, emotional stability here as well with the 10 of Cups. Okay, that's like domestic bliss, it's love, it's hope, it's family. Okay, it's someone who feels genuinely safe, whole and complete, and then they can share that with others. So it's like you're kind of spreading the love, you're spreading the good feelings. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so you got the 2 of Swords as your strongest overall message here. So you're probably going into like the first couple of days here of, I think maybe 15th, 16th, no, the 16th and the 17th, sort of feeling really like you're stuck between that rock and a hard place, and maybe not feeling much inspiration on how you're going to tackle this person and their behaviors being a problem for others, right? Feeling a bit lost with the whole thing, but then closer towards the end of your week, definitely feeling more better prepared, I should say, to take on this challenge. Okay, what else for Aquarius? Okay, the arrow with number 3 and fire with number 19. So the arrow indicates that you're doing the right thing for the right reasons. You are a straight shooter. You are absolutely doing the right thing. Okay, make sure that your intentions are in alignment with the highest good of all involved. Okay, and then providing that that is the case, then you're not likely going to miss your mark, but you're going to hit your target. Okay, so for fire, it says fire consumes anything that it touches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is a passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach to the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly, yet too much heat can scorch us. To fully step into the energy of fire is to be utterly transformed, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships and let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. Metaphorically, of course, Aquarius. Are you feeling too fiery? Have you been reactive and short-tempered towards others? I feel like others have been reactive and short-tempered towards you, Aquarius, and you're trying to douse the flames of that particular fire. That is just the way that your tarot read this week. This card has come to tell you that all fiery emotions directed at others can backfire. But it's not a good idea to play with fire when you're out of balance or angry. Now is not the time to act or react. It is a time to tame and befriend your inner fire so it does not scorch you. Yeah, so fire can create or destroy. It all depends entirely on what you choose to do with it. And Aquarius, you have a very, very real opportunity to create something very powerful and memorable with your firepower this week. Okay, so choose creation over and above destruction. Because you've seen how the destructive behavior works out for others, and it never works out well. So, you know, you don't have to learn by your own mistakes. You can always learn by other people's mistakes, which oftentimes is far, far better. Yeah, right. So let's take a look at some wonderful words of wisdom from the TUES Tarot, just for a little bit of light-hearted fun at the end of your reading. Obviously, don't take this deck seriously, okay? It's just a bit of cheeky fun. Right, stop focusing on the damn shit, okay? So yeah, you don't have to focus on the negative shit. Something isn't fair, accept it, change it, or walk the fuck away. I feel like you're doing everything within your power to manifest a healthy outcome here. Wealth is on its way, you lucky fucker. And stop sitting on your ass, take action now, yeah. I do feel like you and other people have been far too patient here, Aquarius, and like I said, somebody needs to do it. Somebody needs to take action. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If it has been helpful for you, Aquarius, then I definitely would appreciate a cheeky wee like on the video. That's going to signal to the YouTube algorithm that you do find my content useful. And so the next time I upload a new video, you're far more likely going to be recommended my new content if you do interact with this video. So thank you very, very much as well for all of your love, kindness and support. I genuinely do appreciate it. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.